Hey guys, welcome back to another video, another podcast episode, and today we're going to be talking about predictions, and kind of an odd topic, although I have done even odder topics in the past, so it's like, not that odd. So, and you've probably seen the thumbnail. We're going to get into that in a little bit, because I think the last thing we're probably going to be talking about really just kind of, well, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Predictions. I'm sure a lot of people know what the word prediction is, but for those who don't know, the word prediction is used in a lot of things. Is where you kind of like take a really straight to the bone, educated guess, or in the science community, a hypothesis, to, what was it, like, I just said it, like an educated guess on something further in the future. Couple seconds, couple minutes, couple days, years. It's everywhere. I mean, predictions happen on, I don't want to say it like a daily basis, but it really depends on who you're talking to. And it's fun to watch people theorize and predict something that hasn't happened yet. And it's fun. And right now we're going to be talking about like pop culture predictions in this video because excuse me, because pop culture predictions are the most where you can find most predictions. I could be wrong, but in general, that's mainly where people make predictions, is like in the movie area, TV, pop culture. And the most well-known with that is The Simpsons. It's a statement, not a statement, it's a little tradition. I mean, I don't think they do it on purpose. I think it's a little funny gag that they put in the show, and it turns out it happens in real life. I'm telling you. Like the Trump's election in 2016, the Titanic submarine, a lot. There's a whole lot that is being predicted. And it's fun, Sometimes predictions can be wrong, though. And that's okay, because, sometimes, and as mentioned, a prediction is an educated guess. Sometimes, when you guess something, it's mostly you guess wrong, which is alright. It's part of life, I think that I'm just saying that guessing is part of life sometimes. Guess and check, So, I think this is going to be a shorter podcast because, by the looks of it, prediction, I'm joking. That's kind of a joke, but it's also kind of an obvious statement. But let's get into it. So, the story I have for y'all about predictions that I made, I only made like at least 3. 2 of them were by accident. One of them I actually made on purpose, just to be cocky a little bit. And years later, it happened. So, the first prediction I think I ever made was that PlayStation was going to come out with PlayStation 5. This was back in, I want to say 2017, trying to think. Yeah, 2017, 2018. Yeah, between 2017 and 2018, while I was, like, in the 4th grade, I was talking with someone. We were just, in general, talking about things, and one of them was PlayStation. It's well known that there's been 4 PlayStations up until, like, in the 2020 era? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't remember when PlayStation 5 comes out. I predicted that PlayStation was going to come out with a PlayStation 5. That was, like, back in 2017. Now, like, lots of years later, PlayStation 5 comes around about. I was like, I knew it. Because here's the thing, though. PlayStation 4 was your mainstream PlayStation for anyone to get. And that's facts. For a while now it's PlayStation 5. PlayStation 4 is like the old PlayStations, like PlayStations 1 through 3. It's just a general fact. I don't know what to tell you. It's now that prediction, I just wanted to be cocky a little bit, which is alright, you know. I mean, it's kind of expected. It's kind of not expected. But that was one of them. The second one, it's one of those predictions I said that I made by accident. And this was when I was like a little kid. A little bit. During the time when the sequels were coming out. And I was like, I think it was like Last Jedi when it came out. I was like, I think Last Jedi. I don't know. But like, during the time I was a little kid, I was playing with my Legos. You know, sometimes you gotta play with your Legos when you're a little kid. I mean, at least I do. I don't know what other kids were doing. But for me, I was playing with Legos. And I had like, because I didn't really have the official Kylo Ren and Rey minifigures. I would have like, actually I did have a Rey minifigure, but it was like from Force Awakens. So yeah, so I just had like figurines that I was to play, you know, because both Rey and Kylo Ren fight, you know, obvious news. So I was like, kind of like trying to see, like, using my imagination to see what will happen in the final film. And I invented, and this is gonna get crazy, but I came up with a new ability for the Force users to force heal. Yep, because, and ironically enough, Rey stabs Kylo Ren, and she has to force heal so they continue to fight. This was like the same. Probably, I'm gonna give an educated guess here. 2017 or so, 2018. Whenever The Last Jedi came out, and you know, it's just a little thing, you know, just my own imagination, just doing it, just playing with my Legos, alright, and then, I think it was like 2021, or 2019, I don't remember when, The Rise of Skywalker came out, but it was later on, and guess what, they had the Force healing, power in the movie. Huh? They literally, like, in a sense, kind of just stole my idea. Okay. I'm like just a fan in the public eye, so it's probably not technically stealing in that point of view. It's more so I just didn't put it onto big screen first, if that make any sense. But now I think I was just like kind of slightly upset with that, and I just moved on with that because hey, it's in the movie. And okay, you've seen the thumbnail, alright? And yep, I'm going to talk about this. So this was like at least a couple days ago, or whenever the announcements were made for San Diego Comic-Con. For Marvel, like announced their, like, when they talked about their projects. Obviously, if you heard the news, they're no longer going to be doing Kang as, like, their big bad, because Jonathan Majors had to be a bad boy, and y'all heard the news, and so they're trying to steer clear from that, and, yeah, they're doing a different big bad, Doctor Doom. That's besides the point. Avengers 5 was originally titled The Kang Dynasty. Plain and simple. Guess what they titled the movie? Avengers Doomsday. Now, to one perspective, no big deal. It's just a title. What could go wrong? Here's the thing. And this is like the announcement was made in like 2024. That part is obvious. But, and I have like proof of, because I came up with that title. Now you're gonna probably think, okay, that's kind of little, but no. Just hear me out, and I have evidence. Alright. I collect action figures, as you can tell from the stop motions, Marvel Legend collection update, all of that. I collect action figures. And main reason why I collect them is to, let me think. To essentially just make, like, stop motions. It was, like, back in 2022 when I had, like, an idea for, like, a series. Yep, and I'm still kind of having an idea, but that's beside the point. And one of the things I wanted to do, I came up with an original story, original title. Well, not an original title now, but at the time, it was the original title, in my point of view, I guess, I would assume. Title was Avengers Doomsday. And it was just using the figurines I had at the time, which is normal. I think there was like a series a long time ago, with the same title. But I deleted it because it looked bad and but anyways, now, like, that was like either 2022 to like 2023, if I remember, or maybe like 2021. And here's like proof, like, on a document that I had for, like, ideas of, like, stop motions I want to do. And right there, you can see that one of the ideas was Avengers Doomsday. Now, you might be thinking, and you might be thinking, yeah, well, you probably made that up, like, last second. That could be true. That could be true. I mean, and I took this screenshot on my phone through Google Docs. So I don't have the feature where I get, like, access to the history and stuff. But here's another piece of evidence, suggesting this. And it was, like, about a year ago when I was still, like, doing the series. I was just assuming that it was during 2023. And what was it? And it was a picture of a thumbnail that I made with the same title. It was... I'll show you the screenshot here. It was from a year ago, just... It was an update showing off the thumbnail. Or something. Yeah. That's my evidence right there. That a year ago, or like a couple years ago, that I came up with the idea first. Now, I do say though, I'm not sure, like, even before they made the announcement, I'm not sure if, there was, like, a story with the same name. I don't know. It's probably from the comics. Like I said, I don't know. But all I know is that when I came up with the idea, like, years ago, and then this year they announced it, and I was kind of mad. But hey, you know, on the bright side, Marvel is probably going to be doing a whole lot better than last year and previous years. Also, same topic, RDJ being Doctor Doom. I thought it was pretty cool. And it should make sense if you look at it from a Marvel fan's perspective. So, but that's all I'm going to talk about predictions. And that's all I can really remember for, like, predictions that I made. Were, like, those three I just told you. There was probably, like, more. But either A, I don't remember, or B, I don't remember. Yeah. So, that's mostly it for today's video. Today's podcast. The usual routine. Updates at the end of the podcast. I don't know why I'm talking about it. I think everyone knows about it, at least. But here are some, like, small channel updates. You'll probably, if you haven't seen the community post I posted, I think it was, like, yesterday, talking about, of course, me working on the stop motion. Yep, I'm kind of just taking a 3-day break from that, and then probably, like, Tuesday, I'm gonna go back to working on it. It's a long process, but it'll probably be good. Hopefully be good once it's released. And if it's not, that's alright. Because probably, like, the next stop motion project, I'm probably gonna, like, make it better and stuff. I'm not sure yet. Right now, I'm kind of focusing on that one for a little bit. And of course, in that post, I did mention that about, I think, like a week, like, to Monday, like, Monday 11th, first, like, yeah, 11th, it's is a Monday from like 2 weeks from now. And I said on the post that there's going to be a big announcement, which will be, it's going to be big. So be sure to be there on that day. And because there's going to be a lot of changes to the channel. That's all I'm going to say. And I know for sure I want to have it on Monday, but I might change it. I'm not sure. But for sure, it's going to be on Monday. I'm going to be... there's going to be changes. With that being said, that will be the only updates I'll tell you. Just because I'm going to be talking everything either on Monday or like sometime in the 2 weeks. Who knows? I'll let you know probably like next week in a community post tab. And yeah, if you enjoyed this today's episode, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. If you have a topic idea for me to talk about for the podcast, comment down below. And as always, enjoy.